boy. Big boy.
Hey, you won't believe what happened after the press conference. Mike Tyson slapped Jake Paul. Everyone's talking about it. Let me give you the full rundown.
Rumors are talking around a recent interview Mike Tyson said, "Jake Paul has been disrespecting me, and there's a line you don't cross. I've worked hard to rebuild my life and reputation, and I won't let anyone take that away." When he approached me after the press conference, it was clear he wanted a reaction, and he got one. I'm a fighter, and there's only so much you can push me before I push back. The slap was about standing up for myself and demanding the respect I've earned. This isn't just about the fight, it's about respect.
So picture this. The press conference had just wrapped up. You know how these things go. A lot of trash talk, a bit of drama, and everyone hyped for the upcoming fight.
I said, listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him. Listen, we're here. We did enough talking. I'm ready to fight.
Hey, look, he's right. I can't stand here and say I did those things, but what I promise to the people is on July 20th, Mike will be put to sleep, and he will feel my power, and I will go down as the man who put Tyson to sleep for the last time.
The room was buzzing with energy. Reporters were scribbling notes furiously. Cameras were flashing nonstop, and fans were eagerly awaiting any kind of spectacle. You could almost feel the tension in the air, thick enough to cut with a knife. The atmosphere was electric, a perfect storm for something explosive to happen. Now we all know Jake Paul. Love him or hate him, the guy knows how to stir up controversy. He's been poking at Tyson for weeks, trying to get under his skin.
I want to see how hard he hits, Mike. I really want to see, bro. Let's see all the legends, the myths, because you're Iron Mike Tyson, but I have an iron chin. I think people are underestimating me being able to deal with his power, and that is something that is going to make it interesting.
It's like he's been walking on thin ice, and today it finally cracked. Jake's been using his usual tactics, social media jabs, bold statements during interviews, and that cocky, unflinching demeanor that either amuses or infuriates people.
Hey, Dallas, shut the y'all keep booing, I'ma keep doing. Bunch of bitches. That's how y'all want to do it, let's do it. Keep booing, I keep doing.
Tyson, on the other hand, has mostly remained composed, but you could tell the constant prodding was taking its toll. Jake's provocations weren't just playful banter. They were calculated moves aimed at eliciting a reaction from the former heavyweight champion. After the press conference, Jake approached Tyson. Some say he was trying to provoke him, others think he wanted to smooth things over. But knowing Jake, he probably had a camera rolling somewhere. Anyway, words were exchanged, the tension was palpable, and then, out of nowhere, Tyson just slapped him.
Tensions escalated dramatically after today's press conference when former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson slapped YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul. The slap, which was caught on multiple cameras, has ignited a firestorm on social media, with fans and analysts divided on whether Tyson's reaction was justified. This unexpected confrontation adds a new layer of intrigue to their upcoming fight, turning it into one of the most anticipated events in recent boxing history.
The slap was loud, echoing through the room and instantly drawing everyone's attention. You could see the shock on Jake's face, a mixture of surprise and, perhaps for the first time, fear. Tyson's face, on the other hand, was a mask of controlled fury. It wasn't just a casual slap, it was a statement. These are rumors, and there is no confirmation of this news, but these rumors are floating around the web. Security rushed in, trying to prevent the situation from escalating further. Jake's entourage quickly surrounded him, while Tyson was held back by his own team, though he didn't seem intent on pursuing further physical confrontation. You can imagine the chaos that ensued. Reporters were scrambling to capture the moment, security rushed in, and fans were either shocked or thrilled. It's not every day you see a legend like Mike Tyson react so strongly. Social media exploded with memes, comments, and videos. It's like the internet couldn't get enough of it. Everyone had an opinion, from casual fans to professional fighters. It was the perfect blend of shock, entertainment, and drama, tailor-made for viral content. Let's break it down a bit. Mike Tyson is a seasoned fighter, not just in the ring, but in handling media and public interactions. For him to react this way, Jake must have really crossed a line. This isn't just about the slap, it's about the buildup, the provocation, and the personalities involved. Tyson's reaction wasn't just physical, it was symbolic. It represented a breaking point, a culmination of all the disrespect and taunting he had endured. It was a reminder that, despite his more measured public persona in recent years, the fierce fighter still resides within him. Jake, meanwhile, had been playing a dangerous game. His antics were designed to provoke reaction, but perhaps he underestimated Tyson's threshold for such provocations. From Tyson's side, he's got a reputation to uphold. He's been through a lot: highs, lows, comebacks. He's more than a fighter. He's a cultural icon. For someone like Jake to come in and disrespect him, it's not just about personal pride, but also about respect in the boxing community. These are rumors, and there is no confirmation of this news, but these rumors are floating around the web. Tyson has spent years rebuilding his image, transitioning from the ferocious fighter to a more reflective, almost philosophical public figure. He's shared his life story openly, showing vulnerability and growth. For Jake to come in and challenge that, it's not just an affront to Tyson personally, but also to the journey he's been on. The slap was Tyson's way of saying, enough is enough. It was a reminder that despite his evolution, he still demands respect. Jake, on the other hand, is a master at generating buzz. Whether it's genuine or just for publicity, he knows how to keep himself in the headlines. This slap, while shocking, plays right into his strategy of being the center of attention. He's probably already planning his next move.
Big boy, big boy.
Capitalizing on the media frenzy, Jake thrives on controversy. He knows that in the world of social media and modern entertainment, any publicity is good publicity. The slap, while a physical reprimand, is also a golden ticket for more attention. Jake's already spinning the narrative, portraying himself as the provocateur who got under Tyson's skin. It's all part of his brand, being the rebel, the disruptor, the one who doesn't play by the traditional rules. Post-incident, there's a lot to unpack. Fans are divided. Some think Tyson was justified. Others feel Jake got what he deserved. The boxing community is buzzing with opinions, and analysts are dissecting every moment. People who weren't initially interested in the fight are now curious to see what happens next. Will there be more confrontations? Will Jake retaliate in some way? The slap adds a new layer of intrigue to the fight, transforming it from a sporting event into a must-see spectacle.
Rumors are talking around a recent interview Mike Tyson said, "Jake Paul has been disrespecting me, and there's a line you don't cross. I've worked hard to rebuild my life and reputation, and I won't let anyone take that away." When he approached me after the press conference, it was clear he wanted a reaction, and he got one. I'm a fighter, and there's only so much you can push me before I push back. The slap was about standing up for myself and demanding the respect I've earned. This isn't just about the fight, it's about respect.
Analysts are debating the psychological impact on both fighters. Will Jake be more cautious, or will he double down on his provocations? On a broader scale, this incident highlights the blend of traditional sportsmanship and modern entertainment in boxing today. It's not just about the sport anymore. It's about the show, the personalities, and the stories that captivate audiences. Boxing has always had its share of drama, but in the age of social media, every moment is amplified. The lines between sport and entertainment are increasingly blurred. Fighters like Jake Paul are as much entertainers as they are athletes, and incidents like this underscore that shift. Fans want more than just the fight. They want the storylines, the rivalries, the off-ring drama that keeps them engaged long after the final bell rings. Honestly, I think this whole thing is a bit wild. It's like watching a movie unfold in real life. On one hand, it's entertaining, but on the other, it makes you think about how much of it is real and how much is just for show. Tyson's reaction seemed genuine, which adds a layer of authenticity to the whole drama. There's a part of me that feels this might all be orchestrated to some extent, a calculated move to boost interest in the fight. But then again, Tyson's slap felt real, driven by genuine emotion. It's a reminder that despite all the theatrics, these are real people with real feelings. It's easy to get caught up in the spectacle and forget that there's more at stake than just entertainment. So, what's next? Well, the fight just got a lot more interesting. People are going to tune in not just for the boxing, but to see what happens between these two. And let's be honest, we're all a bit curious to see if Jake will continue his antics, or if Tyson's slap made him rethink his approach. The slap has set the stage for a showdown that transcends the boxing ring. It's about respect, reputation, and a clash of personalities. Both fighters have something to prove. Tyson, that he's still a force to be reckoned with, and Jake, that he can take the heat and come out on top. Whatever happens next, it's sure to be an unforgettable event. Anyway, that's the scoop. What do you think about the whole situation? It's crazy, right? Feel free to add your own thoughts or let me know if you want to dive deeper into any particular aspect of the incident. I mentioned many details of this saga, but there's something else very huge that is happening in the wait for this fight. So check out this deep dive where I'll tell you other rumors that are buzzing in the boxing community. You will learn new shocking claims that are attracting people's attention. Click on the screen to watch the deep dive, and thanks for watching this video.
Combative sports contestants must submit to periodic drug testing, either before or after the bout as directed by the TDLR staff. Okay, so that means Tyson applies for the license, he gets tested randomly prior to the fight. If you fail the test, the fight doesn't happen, right? Tyson's on TRT. Are you allowed to be on TRT?
There's a rumor circulating that Mike Tyson, the legendary Iron Mike himself, is considering pulling out of his highly anticipated fight with Jake Paul. Allegedly, the reason behind this potential decision is Tyson's insistence that Jake Paul undergo a drug test. Yes, you heard that right. Let's break this down. It's a match that has many scratching their heads, and just when we thought things couldn't get any crazier, rumors started flying. During a live event promoting the fight, Tyson is rumored to have gone off script suddenly. Sources claim he looked straight at Jake Paul and reportedly said, "Listen, kid, I respect if you want this fight to happen, you're gonna have to take a test. No test, no fight. It's as simple as that." Now let's get real for a second. Drug testing in boxing isn't exactly new. It's standard practice for most professional fights. But the way Tyson allegedly dropped this demand, it's reminiscent of his younger self, the guy who used to intimidate opponents before they even entered the ring. To his credit, Jake Paul tries to brush it off. He laughs it off, saying something like, "No problem, champ. I'll take any test you want. I'm clean as a whistle." But behind the scenes, one wonders, is this a psychological game? Is Tyson attempting to rattle his opponent? Here's where it gets intriguing. Tyson doesn't stop there. He allegedly went on a mini rant about the importance of fairness and setting an example for the younger generation. Now, who isn't captivated by this? You've got the seasoned veteran aiming to prove he's still got it, the young upstart eager to cement his legacy, and now this unexpected twist about drug testing. It's gold for TV ratings.
All right, legendary boxer Mike Tyson is getting back in the ring. He's 58 years old. He's facing off against YouTuber turned boxer 27-year-old Jake Paul. Now, the last time Tyson fought, that was back in 2020. That marked his first professional fight in over 15 years.
But let's pause and consider the bigger picture. Why is Tyson allegedly pushing for this demand now? Is he genuinely concerned about fairness? Or could there be another agenda at play? Some speculate Tyson might be seeking an exit strategy. Perhaps he's having second thoughts about facing an opponent half his age. After all, 57 isn't typically considered prime fighting age, even for Iron Mike.
I think the people hearing that Mike Tyson is scared to death, it's kind of reminiscent of the last Rocky movie, right? He goes, "I'm scared to death. Champ, aren't you afraid? I'm afraid of nothing." Yeah, well, okay, that didn't work out. Did you feel that fear, or that maybe it's a sense of failure or potential failure all your career?
Here's my take. Tyson might be playing a strategic game. By making this demand, he's placing immense pressure on Jake Paul. If Jake agrees to the test, Tyson appears as the defender of boxing's integrity. If Jake hesitates or refuses, Tyson might just have the perfect excuse to withdraw from the fight without seeming afraid. It's a win-win situation for Tyson. But for Jake Paul, it's a lose-lose scenario. If he agrees to the test and passes, critics might dismiss it as expected. If he declines or fails, his reputation could suffer a severe blow. Now let's consider Jake Paul for a moment. Regardless of your opinion of him, you have to admire his courage. He's gone from making YouTube videos to facing professional boxers in just a few years. It's like going from playing video games to competing in a major league sport. But this upcoming fight with Tyson, it's a whole new level of challenge. Sure, Tyson could be old enough to be Jake's father, but he's still Mike Tyson, the man who dominated the heavyweight division in the 80s and 90s, the youngest heavyweight champion in history, and the guy with a face tattoo who once owned a pet tiger. That's Mike Tyson for you. So when Tyson throws down this demand for a drug test, it makes you wonder. Jake Paul finds himself in quite the dilemma. If he agrees to Tyson's demand and takes the test, he might silence doubters and earn headlines like, "Jake Paul proves clean, fight with Tyson still on." It could be a public relations triumph showing he's ready to take on Iron Mike. But there's a catch. By agreeing to Tyson's terms, Jake risks setting a precedent. Even if he passes with flying colors, some skeptics may never be satisfied. The internet is unforgiving that way. Now, what if Jake takes the test and something unexpected happens? Even a false positive or a minor supplement issue could derail his career. One misstep, and it could be curtains for his boxing aspirations. On the flip side, what if Jake stands his ground and refuses the test? He could play it cool, laugh it off, and say, "Come on, Mike, you know I'm clean. Let's focus on the fight." It might work, but the risk of backlash is significant. Refusal could raise suspicions and harm his tough guy image. It's a tightrope walk for Jake, with Tyson shaking the rope. One wrong move and he could fall hard. Whatever decision Jake makes, it's a gamble. That's the price of being in the spotlight. But you know what? That's what makes this situation so intriguing. It's not just about a drug test. It's about strategy, image, and who can outmaneuver whom. Tyson has laid down the challenge, and now the world is watching to see Jake Paul's response. Let's be clear. I'm not implying Jake Paul is guilty of anything. I simply don't know. But in the competitive world of sports, where everyone seeks an advantage, nothing is impossible. Let's refocus on Tyson. This entire scenario is peak Mike Tyson. It's unpredictable, controversial, and has everyone talking.
But he's still like a professional heavyweight boxer. He's still terrifying.
No, I'm not saying he's not, but I'm just saying even coming off the best, I still think he wins.
It's a throwback to his 80s playbook. Remember when Tyson used to psych out opponents before fights? Standing in the ring, no robe, no socks, just shorts and a look that could kill. Half the battle was won before he even threw a punch. This drug test demand? It's the 2024 version of that mind game. Tyson's playing with Jake Paul's head, stirring up media frenzy and keeping us all guessing. But here's the real question. Is Tyson genuinely concerned about fairness, or there is something else that he knows? Knowing Tyson, it's probably a bit of both. He's a complex character, part philosopher, part warrior. Unpredictability is his trademark. Here's what I think. Tyson's testing Jake Paul, not just for drugs, but for mental resilience. He wants to see how Jake handles pressure, setbacks, and unexpected challenges. Let's face it, stepping into the ring with Mike Tyson is Jake Paul's ultimate challenge.
Growing up, who was your favorite boxer?
Mike Tyson.
Mike, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Because I'm going to be fighting him
No way.
in July
Dude,
on Netflix.
are you fucking kidding me, Dad?
Yeah.
He's gonna be the hardest hitting you ever fought.
I know.
Tyson may be older now, but he still carries that aura of invincibility. He's the man who struck fear into the hearts of the toughest competitors. So this drug test demand? It's Tyson's way of saying, "Welcome to the big leagues, kid. This isn't YouTube. This is boxing. Are you ready?" That's what makes this situation so captivating. It's not just about a fight or a drug test. It's about legacy, respect, and the clash of old versus new. It's Tyson, the icon of traditional boxing, facing Jake Paul, the face of celebrity boxing's new era. Experience versus youth, power versus popularity, old school versus new school. But here's the critical question. Will the fight actually happen, or will this drug test drama derail everything? My prediction: the fight will go ahead. The stakes are too high to let it fall through, but expect more drama, more verbal sparring from Tyson. more social media fireworks from Jake Paul.
It's that day. Ever since that day, Mike, I've wanted to knock you the f out.
It's not just boxing, it's entertainment. And let's be honest, that's why we're all here. We crave drama, spectacle, and intrigue. Tyson and Jake Paul are delivering on all fronts. But amidst this circus, let's not forget the essence. Two men will step into a ring and fight. Beyond the hype, beyond the drama, that's what this is really about. And when that moment arrives, when Tyson and Jake Paul face off, it will be truly compelling. For all his brashness and social media savvy, Jake Paul has never faced anyone like Mike Tyson. And Tyson, he's never encountered anyone quite like Jake Paul either. It's a clash of generations, styles, and personalities. It's a fight that defines an era. And now, thanks to this drug test drama, it's even more captivating. But let's appreciate the sheer absurdity here. If you'd told someone 20 years ago that in 2024, Mike Tyson would demand a drug test from a YouTuber turned boxer, they'd have laughed. But times change, and so does sport. Jake Paul represents this new world, leveraging online fame into a boxing career. Love him or hate him, he's made it work. Tyson, in his own way, adapts to this new reality, embracing social media, podcasts, and even cannabis ventures. But at his core, he's still Mike Tyson, unpredictable, controversial, and always shaking things up. When these two worlds collide, sparks fly. It's old school meets new school, experience meets popularity, tradition meets change. But here's the big question. Will the fight happen? Or will the drug test drama derail everything? In my view, the fight will proceed. Too much is at stake to cancel, but expect more twists and turns before they step into the ring. So what's your take? Is Tyson right to demand a drug test? Will Jake Paul rise to the challenge? Or will this saga unravel before it begins? I mentioned many details of this saga, but there's something else very huge that is happening in the wait for this fight. So check out this deep dive where I'll tell you other rumors that are buzzing in the boxing community. You will learn new shocking claims that are attracting people's attention. Click on the screen to watch the deep dive, and thanks for watching this video.